Hey, just before I start, I want to say that there will be spoilers for Invincible past season 3, so watch out. Okay, we are back. So over the past 2 weeks, Invincible season 3 has just finished airing, and if you guys aren't watching the show, what are you doing, bruh? Get on it. In my opinion, this season was the best one they've released so far. So let's just run down what happened this season. So you had Mark versus Cecil. You had Oliver getting rid of the Mahler twins, that was crazy. You had the Viltrumite prison break featuring Battle Beast. You had Mark versus Titan again. Then you had Powerplex. And then the goddamn 2-in-1 combo. Not 2-in-1, just back-to-back combo of the Invincible War and Conquest. Bro, I hate seeing people complain online, oh, this season wasn't good until the last 2 episodes. This is why I hate the internet, because people just be saying that is objectively wrong. But regardless, I really hope that Invincible doesn't fall into this pattern where okay, one season, cool, epic, Viltrumite shit, oh, okay. And then the next one is oh, setup. Because now that I'm looking back on it, season 2 was actually so mid. I tried rewatching it to get my brothers onto it, and I literally could not for the life of me. It's not because there wasn't any Viltrumite stuff, but it's genuinely because so much of what was there was not compelling. No disrespect to Debbie, that's my wife, but we did not care about her crying over Nolan. Come on, okay, that Mark needing to go a fish from Atlantis, alright, bro.
Try!
Kirkman, come on, bro. The Sequid arc, bro, don't even get me started on that. There is literally no rewatch value aside from the mid-season finale and the finale. Even then, the season 2 finale was literally meandering the whole time until Mark finally got a hold of Angstrom. I genuinely believe that season 3 was just way better in giving you stuff to be actually interested in. You had that storyline where Immortal lost his mind. Powerplex, the random Chinese dragon, they were all very interesting to watch. You're okay, this is cool. Also, oh my god, we gotta talk about the animation this season. Holy cow, they finally gave the animators more than $20 to make this look good. Let's go. They must have hired some Chinese people to animate the last 2 episodes, because goddamn, those episodes look really good. Let me just say this, you cannot have Canadians do animation, bruh. They do not want it bad enough. But genuinely, I'm trying to understand why the animation can't be like that all the time, because Amazon is funding this show. They have money, bro, come on. But when I think about it, I'm pretty sure it's because of the time. If they're gonna release a season of this show every year, then I don't know, and then it makes sense. There was this one scene where Mark was getting full sent through the air by Conquest, and the camera was circling him, and I was yes, this is the real shit. This is what I came to see. There was so many other moments where the animation, it wasn't finale budget, but it was just better. First thing that comes to mind was when Multi-Paul, I think that's his name, right? Multi-Paul, he was breaking out of prison, and he was moving clean. It was raw. To be honest, there was only one moment where I was disappointed, and it was the worst moment to half-ass the animation. But it was at the end of episode 7 when Mark and Conquest did the iconic and then they both whoosh. I felt that could have been better. They rectified it at the literal start of the next episode, but I just don't understand why they didn't end the last episode with the shot they opened with. That would have been so sick. It don't matter, bro. Fight was peak, animation was peak, Eve was peak. Let's go. Speaking of Eve, Mark and Eve finally got together, and I can't lie, bro. I feel like they could have done it better. It's an infinitely better romance than him and Amber, but I feel like they could have made it more satisfying. Just make it feel make you feel good. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying this because of the way season 2 ended. Because it made you feel like they were gonna wait a little bit before making them get together, but they got together at the dead end of episode 1, so it was kind of just alright, I'm there, but okay. Also, can we please just appreciate my goat, Walton Goggins as Cecil? That's my guy. Aside from Mark, he's genuinely my favorite character on the show. I love the way he says shit, man. It's so great.
I've got probably the most powerful superhuman I've ever seen beating the living shit out of what's definitely the strongest superhero on this planet. For God's sake, just give me some good news, Sinclair.
He was a little insufferable in the comics, but in the show, I'm on his side. The only thing he was kind of being OD about was when he was like, oh, you killed Angstrom Levy. I mean, first of all, he didn't die. Second of all, like, why is he making it sound like it was a bad thing, bruh? He needed to die. I also do wonder how they're gonna handle the technicians in the show, because in the comic, they were kind of just there. But it looks like this time they're gonna have more depth. Ah, me, I gotta talk about my boy Rex. Rip, man, rip, real homie. When they started developing a relationship between him and Ray, I was like, man, this is gonna be brutal. Speaking of Ray, she's so fine, bro. Oh my god, I need a girl who looks like this so bad. I wonder what they're gonna do with her next season, because the Ray in the comics served zero purpose. Absolutely no reason to be there. He was actually trash. It's hilarious. And listen, you know what? While I'm at it, duplicate and Mortal Man, trash. Alright, so from here I'm gonna be talking about like what they're gonna do after season 3. So let's go. So one thing that surprised me was that Kirkman, like, they're introducing a whole brand new storyline into the show that wasn't in the comic. I'm pretty sure you guys have heard of it by now. It's with Damien Darkblood, and allegedly, like, I seen Kirkman talk about it like it was gonna be him and Mark going to hell. Like, if that's what happens, that'll be fun to see. And listen, since they're straight up adding new storylines, I pray to God that they remove this one storyline that happens later in the comics. I won't explicitly say what happens, or like, I'm not gonna spoil it, but for those of you that have read the comics, it's that one storyline that rhymes with reshoot. You know the one, man. That shit actually pissed me off so bad when I was reading it. I was like, what the are they doing? But if I'm being honest, if they don't include it in the show, I don't know how they'll handle the stuff that happened as a result of it. So I guess we're just gonna have to see whenever it happens. So season 4 should be when we're getting the deep down, dirty, thick Viltrumite plot. Listen, I know I said that there's more to the show than the Viltrumite stuff, but the truth is, whenever the plot revolves around them, or when most of the cast is Viltrumites, this is when Invincible is at its best. It's actually so crazy. Bro, when Thrag gets introduced, shit just hits the fan. Like, it's actually crazy. I know he's not a Viltrumite, but I figured I should mention him anyway. But Dinosaurus, I kind of have mixed feelings on him, bro. I won't say a lot about him, but it was always weird to me how such, like, I don't know, such a weird character, like a human that can transform into an evil dinosaur, ended up becoming such an important character. Like, I know he's gonna cause so much discourse when he gets introduced. It's gonna be so ridiculous. And one of the last things I want to talk about is Mark's growth this season. I'm so happy we have finally gotten to the point where he will not hesitate to kill people. This is what I have been waiting for. He's been through so much, and now he's not letting anything slide. Let's go. No more of this holding back or, oh, we're better than him nonsense. No. I didn't like how they changed the scene with Mark and Oliver after he murked the Mauler twins, because in the show they made him way less reasonable than he was in the comics. Like, in the comic, when he was giving his explanation at the end, Mark was like, low-key? I should probably reread the comic and see how, like, stuff flows compared to the show. It probably flows better because, like, I remember I heard somebody say that in the animation you have, like, more time you need to fill out, but in comics you can just go panel to panel, so it's kind of just like stuff's happening. Okay, wait, before I end the video, if you guys are struggling to find something to look forward to in season 4, because, you know, for the past 2 seasons we've had something to look forward to, like okay, season 2 was, oh, I thought you were stronger. Season 3 was the conquest and the Invincible War. Season 4, I won't give specific details, but for season 4 you should prepare yourself for this right here. Oh my god, this was crazy. That's all I'm gonna say, but please leave a like and comment, like, you know, what you thought about season 3 and what you're looking forward to in the future seasons.